Every day, people check in with their therapists about shame that they're feeling, about something that's not right on the inside, about how they feel about themselves. A disconnect between how they know they should feel and how they actually feel. I love Brené Brown's work, and I'm not in this video about to bash it, so this is not a lead into that. It lets us see, it underscores, it highlights the central place that shame has in disrupting our ability to function in society. It makes us hide, it makes us change in ways that we shouldn't, it makes us contort ourselves in order to fit. And the problem is, this fitting that we're trying to do is usually in a way that actually destroys us. And what I want to talk about today is a place where shame tries to get fixed but cannot get fixed, even though we think it can. And that is in ourselves, forgiving ourselves. Forgiving yourself is so important, but there's something that you need to understand, that the thing that you do in forgiving yourself happens after something else that needs to happen first happens. If that something else does not happen, forgiving yourself does not work. It doesn't take away the shame. So let's say, for instance, just to use a really extreme example, you're a sex worker, and in getting out of the life of being a sex worker, someone tells you, forgive yourself. Forgiving yourself is possible, one, because you've gotten out of that life. If you are still in that life, you can forgive yourself all you want. It doesn't work. It doesn't take away the stain. It doesn't take away the feeling of being dirty. It doesn't take away the shame. And so what we're saying to people is, yes, there's one step. There's one step of getting out of that life, or not doing whatever that thing is. Maybe it was theft of one kind or the other, and you don't steal anymore. And we say, forgive yourself because you used to steal. That's great. It's true up to a certain point. But there's something that you need to realize. There's something that you need to understand. And that is that the thing that must happen before you truly can forgive yourself, even after you've left whatever it was that was producing the shame, the thing that you need to know, you need to believe, is that God forgives you. You need to know, you need to believe that when God looks at you, He is not still requiring some kind of payment, some kind of restitution for what you did that was wrong. Because when we live outside of the reckoning with God, we don't understand that it's still there. Choosing not to reckon with it doesn't take it away. You see, God isn't asking you to ask Him for forgiveness. He's asking you to believe that He's already forgiven you. He's asking you to receive His forgiveness. And so when you come out of anything that's damaging or sinful or shameful, and you don't reckon with this forgiveness that's already available to you, you feel like the universe and you are not aligned. You feel like the very fabric of life and you are at odds. That feeling is coming from a place I'm trying to highlight for you now. That is God saying to you, I want you to accept my forgiveness. Yes, what you did was wrong, but I am not counting your sins against you. I am not reckoning it to your account. I want you to walk free. Now, there's obviously an invitation at the back of that, which is to live your life according to God's desire for you, to allow that sacrifice of sins that Jesus, God's Son, paid for you, to turn you into a new creation. Yes, that's there. But ever before you become a Christian, right, I want you to understand that the shame equation includes receiving forgiveness from God. And I hope this helps you, because you may have been struggling with, I'm trying to forgive myself and I don't know why it's not working. I say in front of the mirror, such and such your name, I forgive myself, I let you go, I absolve you of all guilt. You say it to the mirror, you write it down, you journal it, but it doesn't seem to let up. Here's something I want you to try. Go to your private place, your closet, your journal, whatever, and say this: I receive God's forgiveness. I receive forgiveness from God. You'll see. Go and win.